Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 cool secrets you might not have known about in Grand Theft Auto 5. The first of which is actually revolving around Trevor Phillips. So, I've made a few videos on Trevor. The last one I did was about his mom, Miss Phillips, and I felt like that was a really good video. You guys seem to enjoy the mystery of Trevor, and it was cool. We got to look into the more personal side of his life, maybe what happened after North Yankton, or even before North Yankton, and a little bit more into his family. And today I've actually stumbled upon a really cool secret that actually reveals that Trevor Phillips might have actually gone to jail or been put in prison, which is super cool. So my friend Zach Cox covered this a few days ago, and I thought this was incredible. I had never seen anything like this. So where we're going to be starting today is in the GTA Online jail room, or like briefing room. So this is the room you go in when you change characters. In Grand Theft Auto Online, you're obviously a petty criminal, and if you go into this room, this is where you're going to select your change of character. However, with the use of single player mods, I'm sure you could glitch in here in Grand Theft Auto Online, we can actually see some pretty interesting things. So the first of which is an LSPD computer monitor that has a certain set of fingerprints on there. Now, we don't know if this is directly related to Trevor, but as you'll see in a minute, it looks like it actually is. So on screen, you can see a couple things. You can see like a left hand, a right hand, all the individual fingers and thumbs. Then you can see an officer number up in the top left, but there isn't anything on here that indicates that this is Trevor Phillips. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, let's keep moving on. So there's a few other things inside of this room as well that I think are pretty interesting. There's a weekly schedule. There seems to be some things on some billboards, but you can't really make out most of it, so I deemed that wasn't important. What's important is actually inside of the briefing room where the invisible person sits in online that you don't see. So if we're able to get inside of that room, it's pretty interesting what we can see. We can not only see like where the Grand Theft Auto Online character stands, you can see the lights and the little like height indicator on the wall, and that's pretty cool in and of itself. But if we go inside of the room on the other side of the glass, it's pretty interesting. So there's a light, there's a coffee mug, there's a microphone, and there's a telephone that's flashing. However, what's really interesting is the open notebook that can be seen on the table. Now, if we zoom in and we take a look at what's actually on here, we can see there's multiple pictures of Trevor Phillips. So the one on the right is actually him from North Yankton, and what's so interesting is that's a photo of him getting out of the car right after it was struck by the train. So I think that is crazy. So there must have been like a secret photographer in North Yankton that was either following them around or was taking photos of them. Maybe this came from FIB agent Dave Norton. Maybe this was his research. I have absolutely no clue. We know that he was there in North Yankton. We can also see 2 photos of Trevor and what looks to be like he's in the room literally next door to us. You can see his height right there. They asked him to look forward and then turn to the side. You can see basic sets of fingerprints as well, and then a note. And I can't actually make out this note. If you guys can, please let me know. The first 2 words are obviously Trevor Phillips, but then I can't make out the rest. It's just not very clear. So I was hoping that you guys might have a little bit more insight onto what that actually is and what that means. But for the most part, I couldn't figure out what this was doing here. Now, underneath that notebook, there's also what looks to be a calendar and what also looks to be a pretty daily schedule or something along those lines. So that's really interesting. What transpired with Trevor Phillips after North Yankton and before Grand Theft Auto 5 started? Is this the reason he's in Los Santos? Because how did he make his way from North Yankton all the way to Los Santos? We know how Michael got there because obviously he was relocated by the government to sunny San Andreas, but we don't really know how Trevor made his way to San Andreas. Was it because he was forced there? He was caught and then thrown in jail? That seems to be the most likely situation. Now, we don't know a ton about Trevor's past. We do know that he had a troubled childhood, which obviously led to his upbringing, but we don't know a ton about his time after the failed bank heist in North Yankton. We know he went into grieving for Michael, and that might have caused a spree of, petty crimes he did without him, maybe eventually leading to his arrest. So I thought that was an extremely cool find. Once again, if you do play on GTA 5 on the PC, you can actually find this room and you can actually go inside and you can look at it for yourself. I haven't really seen too many people document this on YouTube or be talking about it in general on forums and whatnot. So I'm very interested to see what is up with Trevor Phillips. Did he go to jail? And was he placed in like the penitentiary that we see in game? That could be pretty interesting too, if maybe that was the original purpose for that jail, because it was the home of Trevor Phillips. And oddly enough, that jail is located like maybe 5 minutes from where Trevor eventually located, which is up in Sandy Shores. So the mystery is going to remain. Did Trevor Phillips go to jail? I'm going to leave that discussion up for you guys in the comment section down below. I certainly think it's an interesting topic nonetheless. All right, guys, now I didn't want to just leave you with that. I also wanted to show you guys 2 more really cool secrets and Easter eggs within Grand Theft Auto 5, and they both involve the in-game phone in their own kind of separate individual ways. So the first of which is a very interesting file that was actually found recently by a couple users on the GTA forums beta hunt page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. So it was actually a cell phone that was found in the Grand Theft Auto 5 files. I'm guessing it was like a placeholder one, but it's actually 2 cool references to previous GTA games. The first of which is obviously to San Andreas. As you can see, the logo right there on the middle of the screen says Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So I think that that's pretty cool. Once again, that's probably a leftover prop from someone at Rockstar that was designing maybe one of the original phones for Grand Theft Auto 5. So that's a nice little throwback to GTA San Andreas. But also, this was Nico Bellic's phone, at least supposed to be Nico Bellic's phone, when Grand Theft Auto 4 was being created. And that can actually be seen in a few screenshots right here, those of which I'll put on the screen so you can check them out. You can see he's holding it, and the design is the exact one in game. Now, unfortunately, when GTA 4 was created, that phone was actually not the one that Nico Bellic got. Now, it can be seen in other parts of Grand Theft Auto 4, like when talking to FIB agents. It can be seen on desks and whatnot, but it was not the phone that was used by Nico in game. So I think that was pretty cool. Maybe this is just something that Rockstar keeps in the files of their game going forward as kind of like an homage to the previous GTA titles, because it was seen in GTA 4 and now in GTA 5. So I thought that that was pretty neat. And the last secret and Easter egg we're going to be looking at today is actually a throwback to Grand Theft Auto 3. So believe it or not, Franklin has a ringtone in-game that is extremely similar to a song from the GTA 3 original soundtrack. It's a song called Bump to the Music by Fatamars. So it's ringtone number 2 in-game for Franklin. I'll let you guys listen to it right now. So I think that's the one that Franklin gets by default, and now here is the song Bump to the Music by Fatamars. I'll let you take a listen to this right now. So you can obviously tell they are very, very similar. Obviously, that is a direct reference and Easter egg to Grand Theft Auto 3, and it's actually a really good song. So if you're wondering what that is, it's Franklin's ringtone from in-game. And I thought that was extremely cool because I've been, using Franklin and using that ringtone for so long now, and every time someone would call him, I would get so excited. I was like, man, I love this song. This is so great. And now I actually know what it is. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, that's really all the information I have to talk to you guys about today. Be sure to let me know in the comments section down below what you think of the mystery of Trevor Phillips. Did he actually go to jail? Was he a victim of the prison system after the North Yankton failed bank heist with him, Michael, Brad, and Lester? I'd love to know what you guys think about all of it in the comments section down below, so please do let me know right there. If you did go on to enjoy the video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.